My name is Manny Gutierrez. I am from Monterrey, Mexico, and I am the manager of Farrier MX.
You know, the very essence of the mental game is this. The only reason an event matters is because we make it matter.
Welcome to the Mullins Farrier podcast.
I had a soccer coach, and he always said, we are going to be the fittest team always out there. Because in the moment, you don't want to be worried about being tired. You want to be focused on the soccer game.
Right.
Which is what's going to translate for me, hopefully, in the CJF, is that I'm not worried about being tired. I can focus on the task at hand.
And granted, he was like, get your specimens made. 3 months before you take your exam, get all your AW specimens made. And it's good to have other people putting that pressure on you as well. Sometimes if it's a single journey, and you've not got mentors that are coaching you, helping you, you kind of rest a little bit.
If you're hearing this, you are currently on the non-subscriber feed. If you would like to hear this episode in its entirety, please subscribe using the link below. If you're a student, apprentice, or just find yourself in a situation where it isn't financially feasible to subscribe, please reach out to me on Facebook or through the website. The good folks at Out West Design and Fabrication are lending their support by helping us to cover your scholarship subscription. You can check out many of their incredible projects on their Facebook page. Out West Design and Fabrication, your choice for Farrier rakes. Now here's a sample of this week's episode. Thank you for listening.
Most people that I know in this industry only want the best for the other people in the industry, which is a pretty cool thing.
Welcome, everyone. Today's episode comes from my visit to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico last year with Vern Powell, along with his crew of clinicians, AFA testers, and examiners. Today's guest is the founder and CEO of Farrier MX, a Farrier supply company servicing Mexico. As you will hear, Manny has some big aspirations for his company and the Farrier trade as a whole. And as you will also hear, he possesses the skill set and past experience from starting another successful company in a completely different industry to follow through on his aspirations. A few translation notes. You'll hear Manny refer to AFA, and that's how they refer to the AFA down in Mexico. And when he says competence, he is referring to business competitors. I felt tingles on the back of my neck when Manny shared his story of climbing out of poverty to become a successful businessman. I'm sure you'll understand why as you listen too. I hope you enjoy the conversation as much as I did.
It's a shop dedicated for the wellness of the hoof and everything involved with the Farrier. It's a Farrier shop.
Yeah, and I see a lot of people wearing your hats out in the crowd.
Yeah.
And I have over the years coming here, you put a lot into this industry, it looks like.
Yes, it's a hobby and it's a passion. I am not a farrier. I'm a horse enthusiastic and a horse lover. And I found a business opportunity. I have a competitive nature, and I like to do business, and I like always to challenge myself. So at the beginning, I was having large size horses.
Okay. Percherons, you said?
Yeah, draft horses, mainly Shires.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I was one of the few crazy guys importing Shires from Nebraska and Colorado in the U.S. to Mexico. And it was not a good thing for the poor horses. The weather and the tropical weather and the high temperature, it's not good for them. So we start having big issues with their health and their body control temperature. And it was a big learning curve. But the main thing related with the farriers was that there were not large size shoes or tools or skills for the farriers to have the proper foot care or trim or shoe the draft horses. Every time I wanted some shoes or nails, I have to travel to the border with Texas to buy all the proper equipment to get my horses shot.
Right.
So I found a business opportunity representing some brands that were not in Mexico.
Okay, yeah.
So say, well, I am not the only one, and there's a market for this, and we found a business opportunity. And I start challenging myself to develop a business model.
Okay.
I start sending letters to the top companies asking them to represent or to distribute their products in my country. And I found out that there was a top brand that has been in Mexico for probably more than 20 years, but there were no other brands or no other choices for the farriers
Right. It was just one, and that was it.
in Mexico. And besides that, there was no tools, no equipments, poor forging. I started getting involved with the top companies, asking them to represent their products or their companies in Mexico, and we developed a business model that became attractive for them. At the first beginning, we started with Carhartt, then with Jim Blurton, then with many other companies from Europe, Basoli, Kevin Bacon. Nowadays, we represent, after 4 years, more than 20 companies all around the world. And this started as a hobby, and now it's a company. It's a successful company that we are looking to be a nationwide distributor of our brands. We were the first one really worried about developing new skills and trying to achieve more knowledge to the farriers, and we started getting involved with the AFA.
Yep.
And we were the first company to have the certification in Mexico,
Right.
and start having Mexican farriers registered as CF.
Yep.
The first one started probably 3 years ago, and it was try and error. But nowadays, you see the farriers that nowadays they are having more equipment, more tools,
Yeah, you see it every year I come.
more skills.
Mhm.
Hopefully, a better way of living and a better reimburse for their job and their work. Our main goal is to professionalize farrier industry, because the farrier in Mexico was seen as not as a profession. It was seen as a low skill guy that has to help you with the horses, and the pay was low. Their skills, there were no skills or knowledge about the hoof care. That was one of our main issues or concerns, to professionalize their work or their career and to bring them the skills, the talent, and the AFA to help them become better and have better incomes.
If you would like to hear this episode in its entirety, please subscribe using the link in the show notes. Thank you for listening.